Hey everyone, what's up? Well, as you saw in earlier uploads, I mentioned that my A.geniculata was in premolt. This is known as the Brazilian giant white knee. Derrick, who is a 2.75-inch male. Well, I'm happy to tell you that right now he's on his back. So here he is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put water in his water bowl, which is just really a bottle cap from a Coca-Cola bottle. And yeah, so we're going to document his molt and see how long he takes. Right now it's 12:27 p.m. And this one here is a suspect male. Because you could probably note that he has very close book lungs. As you can see for the top part. Females will be actually much further apart, so we're definitely going to confirm by molt to see if he really is a male or not. It would be cool if it's a female, because I never had a geniculata female. The only one I have is a Brocklehursti, and I won't be able to breed those two because I'm highly against crossbreeding. Alright, so I'll check you up in a bit, and we'll see how well he progresses. Alright, so it's 5:08 p.m. and he's finally done. Darn it, I missed it, but I'd say he's pretty good size now. Looks to be around the 3-inch mark. He's alive and well. He did a good job. Anyway, so we'll let him settle down. Once he flips over, I'll take out the molt, and then I'll sex it for you guys to show you if it's a male or a female. I think it's a male. Alright, so now it's 7:13 p.m. He's finally out. I'm sure he must have molted between 3 and 4 o'clock because when I saw him around 2:30 he wasn't really moving much. But looks like he got a good molt for him. Still looks good in his enclosure. Probably might give him a little critter keeper or the tubular shoebox enclosures, as I'll have to get some. Okay, so that's the molt. Let's check him out and see how well he looks like. He's doing his first threat posture. I must say, he looks really nice. Alright, so now we're going to go and sex his molt. He looks right now a bit under 3 inches. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my meat skewers. Get the molt here. Fortunately, my tripod broke during the snowblower video, and yeah, I'd get a new one. Cheap Walmart one. Okay, so hoping you can actually see what I'm doing. So now what I'm going to do is open up the admin area. So I did pull it out early so we can have it in text. Molts. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, easy boy. Just how I predicted. And after digging through the stash, I was able to find Sasha's molt, at least her old one. This is the A. Brocklehursti, the giant white banded, side by side to the A.geniculata that we just got. And if you don't really see it much, I also have my GBB mature female molt to show you. Okay, so in Derrick's molt, I'm hoping you all can see, you have the book lungs that are right over here. And between this first and the second pair of book lungs, you notice that there should be a flap on here. in this case we do not see a flap. So this indicates it's a male, like I suggested. Now, if you look at Sasha's molts, between the first and second pair of book lungs, it's very hard to see, but you can see the flap right over here. To see a better example is my green bottle blue, an adult female. You can see how, side by side how large she is compared to her and to him. You can see it's very prominent. So that's a female. You can see the flapper over here for an Acanthoscuria. This is also a female. This one here, no flap, so it's a male. So that's pretty much it. So that's really cool to see him molt. Going to feed him in about 2 weeks from today for tarantula feeding video 85. So I'm bummed out that I got another male, but sure looks beautiful. So one day I know he's going to mature out into a beautiful mature male, and he'll be out on a breeding loan, and hopefully I'll get some slings out of this. Oh yes, speaking of slings, as you know, this week we are going to be pulling out Zelda's sac, the P. regalis, the Indian ornamental. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll be making a video of making the incubator from it. So if you guys watch Rob C's videos, you probably do anyway, my incubator is probably going to be very, very similar to his setup. Now, these are the plans that I'll be using for the incubator. So I'll be using the normal 6-liter shoebox enclosures that I use for my adults. So I did buy some cheesecloth from the dollar store. So I'm going to be removing the top cover, putting the cheesecloth here, and putting rubber bands around it to support it and make sure it's secure, because that's where all the eggs are going to be resting on. I'm going to be covering the majority of the enclosure with water, maybe up to here, because slings do need a lot of humidity and ventilation for them to fully develop. So because these are P. regalis slings, they're going to be arboreal and they're going to be very fast, especially when they develop. So what I'm going to do is go to my closet. Okay, so let's go to the closet. Excuse the mess. Okay, so yeah, there's all my 6-liter shoebox enclosures that I have. And I have this big Tupperware container right over here. So what I'm going to be doing with this container is that I'm going to be making some holes on the top cover, very, very small, because I don't want any of these spiderlings to escape. So the 6-liter shoebox enclosure is going to rest on the bottom, and I'm going to be covering the floor with moist paper towels because I don't want the slings to drown. And that's pretty much it. So that's pretty simple, and I'll be making it when the time comes. It'll probably be very soon. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So if this is right, just tell me otherwise. If not, then that's what I'll be doing. Nice. Let's check up on a few of our teas. There's that Pekin Cerades. Oh my god. This one scares me. The S. calceatum needs a new home very soon. Yeah, it's probably about time to spray these enclosures. I didn't feature the Cardipholus Ramsey in my previous feeding video because I think she's in premolt now. I think it is now because you can see it's got a darkened abdomen. So that's going to be cool to see. There's a C. Perez molessi that didn't want to eat. P. ornata chilling in the background. My crazy Alfracta. P. metallica wouldn't eat. I think she's in premolt, judging by the numerous webs she built. So that's a pretty good sign. And my growl's doing fine. So is these little buggers. My Beeratum and the Rosea red form. Cool. So, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thanks for watching.